Are you tired of rotting away in your bed, having no hopes and dreams and no hobbies and interests? Are you tired of scrolling on your Instagram feed and constantly seeing really cute crochet items you have no idea how to make? Do you need a video that gets your feet wet so you can figure out and understand where you really need to start so you can make these really cute items you see on your For You page and Instagram Reels? Welcome. Obviously, you clicked on this video because you were, should I say, enticed? Right? You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite subscribers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, let's be besties. Subscribe. You're gonna love my channel. Obviously, duh. That's why you clicked on my video in the first place. And if you're already subscribed, hey, did you miss me? Yeah. But I'm gonna keep this short and I'm gonna keep this sweet. You clicked on this video because you want crochet essentials, because you want to start crocheting. And I have essentials. And I have a clipboard. Classes in session. So everybody pay attention, because I'm going to give you 9 essentials that you'll need to start. And some accessories. Also, look at my nails. Today's video is going to be crochet essentials I wish I had as a beginner. As a beginner? Hey! Jimmy. Today's video is going to be crochet essentials I wish I had as a beginner. Disclaimer. I need to stop doing this, but it's so catchy. Disclaimer. I am not a healthcare professional or anything like that. If I talk about anything to do with ergonomics, back pain, arm pain, wrist pain, I'm not a medical professional. This is just what works for me. You don't have to take any of the advice I give in this video, but it may help you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Your first essential, honestly, is going to be patience. I know it sounds corny when people are like, oh, patience is a virtue. It's true. It's true. It's been 4 years since I started crocheting. The first hat I ever made was so tiny it could only fit my stuffed tiger. And I learned how to do a granny square from this wonderful lady. I forgot her channel, but here it is. That's the video I watched. And ever since then, as you can tell, I make whole bucket hats with attachments, and I've made a whole hexagon cardigan. So clearly I have progressed. Don't expect to be making, you know, full-blown ruffled hats and hexagon cardigans your first year. My favorite essential so far has definitely been this craft organizer. It has everything I could possibly need to crochet, especially as a beginner. I don't know how much these run for, but I don't really feel like they're that expensive. It doesn't even need to be something of this caliber. Buy a kit if you're a beginner. These all came with ergonomic hooks. They came with scissors, a ruler, and stitch markers and some needles. So it's perfect if you're a beginner to just get a kit. Most of the stuff that I got in this case came from a kit, and I just organized it. So it's cheaper. I think this was like $20. No, less than that, actually. But this is Be Crafty, and I bought this on Amazon. I like to see everything I have in the box, and I know exactly where it is. It's a lot more helpful for me. We are going to go through this box and all the stuff that I have. Okay. Ergonomic hooks. These are going to be the hooks with the rubber or silicone handle on it. They're the best for your... They're not the best, but they're a lot better than just holding a standard metal hook. Your fingers are gonna cramp, your wrist is gonna hurt so bad. I don't want to get carpal tunnel. I have a lot of metal hooks. I don't typically use them. If you're going to use metal hooks, you need to make sure you're sitting in a comfortable chair. Your arm placement and your back support is very important when you're crocheting. Next, in my craft organizer, I have 2 kinds of scissors. You can use either one, it doesn't matter, but you need to make sure you have a good pair of scissors, not blunt ones. I have huge stitch markers. You don't need to have big ones. If you're just starting, you're gonna stick with the regular yarn, so you can just use the small stitch markers. You're also going to need sewing needles. There are going to be times where unfortunately you are going to have to thread in your yarn, and I absolutely hate doing it. I'd rather just tie a knot and cut it off, but sewing needles preferably metal ones. I have some plastic ones, but metal ones work best. They slide through and they weave through the yarn very easily. This is really only for people that plan on making crochet bags, or if you plan on lining anything else, then I would recommend getting a rosary cutter. I am not an avid sewer. I don't want to break my needle trying to sew thick yarn. I don't know what this is called again. A hand strengthener. Grip strength is going to be very helpful for you, and you won't understand until you really start crocheting. So I would say invest in one of those. At least use small dumbbell weights and kind of. Another essential is a good chair. This is my rocking chair. My baby, my everything. It's not my everything. That's very excessive. Good seating is very important when you first start crocheting. Your back and your wrists and everything else about you is gonna hurt if you're not careful. The thing with crocheting, it's so addicting. You're gonna do it for hours. I could stay in crochet for 12 hours if I really wanted to, but that's not good for me. Don't sit where you're back where you can like slouch and like be hungover, because you're gonna be sitting for a while. It's like sitting at a desk job, you know, you're not gonna sit at an office job where there's no back support. When you're crocheting, you don't want to crochet like this. You don't want to work high up with your arms tucked, and you don't want to work hunched over. You want your arms to lay flat. My arms, I feel a lot more comfortable. My back isn't strained. The only thing that is working are my wrists. My arms are stationary, if that makes sense. Good back support is an essential for crocheting. Good back and arm support. I posted a TikTok with me rating different chairs, and all the ones that didn't have arm support, I rated them terribly. But the rocking chair, oh, that was such a nice rocking chair. I really like that one. But I love this one. My boyfriend got this for me for my birthday off of Nextdoor. Somebody was selling it, so he drove in his truck. Men with trucks, let me tell you, date a man that drives a truck. You know, everybody wants a man that drives a fast-ass car, you know, a Hellcat, all that good stuff, the red eye, blah, 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 blah. I live in Texas, so get a man with a truck. That is a man with resources. Another essential you need is a yarn winder. Please buy one. My yarn would get so tangled, and all I would do is just shove it in a bag and throw it under my bed because I didn't want to deal with it. I'm balling on a budget, so I think I probably only spent like $20 or something like this. The other ones are quite pricey. So keep an old pasta sauce jar of my yarn ends because you might need it. At the end of the year, I kind of want to sew all these together and see what I can make. But I'm probably just gonna stack this and then never touch it again. I get a lot of yarn clippings on the floor. I don't know if you would call it yarn clippings, but yarn ends, the tail, whatever. They're all over my house because I'm always snipping off extra yarn. I even have extra yarn on this cardigan that I'm gonna cut off after this video, and I'm probably gonna dump it in this jar. Also have a book with not every single, but almost every single pattern that I've made, or every single type. Okay, it looks like a hot mess, you know, like ooh. I like to write down what I'm working on, the date I started, the date I end. I just keep this for all things crochet. It's my burn book. I used it for my birthday. I think it was my 19th birthday. I did a Mean Girls photo shoot, and this is one of the props. So, and it's pink, so why would I not use it? My next essential, I would say, have storage. Have storage. When you start crocheting, you're gonna think, oh, this yarn's cool. Let me buy another one. Sale, let me buy about 4. Another sale, let me buy about 26 different yarns. And then all of a sudden, you feel like the trash man. I feel like the trash man. I have 2 whole plastic containers under my bed of yarn. I have a whole shoe rack of yarn. This has yarn. This has yarn. I have a laundry basket full of yarn. I have so much yarn. If yarn was currency, I'd be rich as yarn. Storage. Do you see where I'm going? You need storage. You will need it. You will thank me later. You can go to Walmart. You can buy little plastic bins. You can buy big long bins. But you're going to be buying a lot of yarn. More than you think. I didn't think I would have this much yarn. This is a very expensive hobby. So prepare for it. Wind your yarn and store it. Wind and store, wind and store. You feel me? You feel me? Okay. I feel like I've honestly gone through the list for the most part. I'm gonna put a little checklist right here of stuff that you need. If you don't have the budget, all you really need, good hooks, good pair of scissors, a ruler, and some stitch markers. Those are really the essentials. I really hope that you guys liked this video. I hope it answered some questions that you might have. This is going to become a series. This isn't just a one-off video. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments. We're literally going to be best friends forever now, so I have no problem answering any type of crochet question. I'm definitely going to put out some tutorials. I think my first one's going to be shapes. I wanted to do a bucket hat, but seeming as this video is for beginners, you guys are not going to be able to make a bucket hat like that. So we're going to make circles, we're going to make stars, we're going to make squares, we can make rectangles. I'm thinking about making like shape coasters, like coasters with shapes, if that makes sense. Is that what they call this in America? Do they call it coasters? Drink mats? I don't know. I'm not sure. I really hope that you stick around because I'm really hoping to get more people crocheting. It's such a fun hobby, especially when you learn how to make your own clothes. So please leave a like, you know, tell me I look cute. Tell me. Leave a like, leave a comment. You could subscribe, you can follow my socials, like get your stuff. I already gave you the list. So go to a craft store, go to Amazon, and pick up these essentials. And let's get to it. See you guys next week. I don't know what day yet, but class will be next week.